So for your yoga flow today, we'll start in child's pose, knees wide, big toes together. Your arms are out nice and long, and I just want you to take a nice deep breath into your back body. And then a nice full breath out. Feel the chest press towards the mat. Feel the arms plug into your torso here. Deep breath goes all the way down to the tailbone, so you've got a full yoga breath. We're going to walk our hands over to the right. Reach out long through your left palm. And then slowly walk your hands over to the left. Reach out long through your right palm. Let's come back to center. Tent the fingertips here so that the palms are off the ground. That way your chest has more space to come down. You're going to stretch into those shoulders and just kind of press one underarm down, then the other. And then when you're ready, let's take your left arm under, thread the needle, rest on the outside of your shoulder, starting to get a twist through your spine. Reaching out through your right fingertips. Try to feel like your right underarm is closing off towards the arm on the ground. 2 more breaths here. And then we'll switch. Let's take your right underarm under, rest on the outside of your shoulder, and then reach long through your left fingertips. You feel a long line from your left hip through your fingertips. Make sure the breath is full. And then you get a full release. That way you make space for that next out breath. And then come back up, both arms out. 1 more breath here. Just lengthening your spine. Let your forehead rest here. And then roll up slowly into your table pose. Bring your knees in closer together. We're going to move cat and cow. Just warm up your spine, stretch your front body, and then exhale, press the floor away, stretch the back body. Get a nice big breath. Open the chest, and exhale, round. We'll tuck our toes, lift our hips right into our first down dog. Hips up high, and you're going to start to pedal your feet. Just wiggle out your body here. Warming up slowly. Moving side to side with the chest. One underarm comes down, then the other. You feel some length in your calves. Feel those inner thighs start to rotate inward. I want you to feel the arms plug into your torso. Your chest is open nicely. Your back is open as you separate those shoulder blades. And then let's walk our hands back of the mat, right to our feet. Put a little bend in your knees there. Breathe out. And then come up halfway. Get a little more length from belly button to legs, and then forward fold. 1 more time, let's do that. Breathe in, come up halfway, and exhale, fold. Put as much bend in the knees as feels good. I want you to be comfortable here. We're going to walk our hands over to the right. Stretching the outside of your right hip there, or left hip, excuse me. And then walk your hands through center over to the left. Press into your right foot. Just slowly stretching, bending and straightening the legs as much as feels good. And then come back to center. On the in-breath, let's roll up 1 vertebra at a time. We tuck the tailbone under, and we come all the way up to standing. All right, take the hands behind, baby back bend, squeeze your hips forward, draw your shoulders back. Feel the heart open as you breathe in, and exhale, squeeze shoulder blades again. 1 more time. Release. Shake out the arms and legs. We'll take the arms overhead, breathe in. And let's interlace your fingers, point your first finger and arch over to your right. Belly stays in nice and tight. You feel a nice stretch outside of your left hip there, and your feet are both pressing down evenly. Inhale, center, and then exhale over to your left. We're gonna do that a couple of times just to get the strength in your core here. Waking up your middle. You breathe out to the side, but you feel really nicely grounded through your feet. Inhale, and then exhale. Only go over as much as feels good. One more time to both sides. Inhale and exhale. Feel those arms plug into the torso. Your neck is nice and long. And on the in-breath, we come up. Exhale, separate the hands. Forward fold, nice and slow. Let's walk out to your first plank. Your shoulders come right over your wrists. For the first one, let's let your knees come down and exhale, lower. Stretch your toes back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, release. Press up and back, downward dog. Through bent knees if you like there. Breathe out. Again, walk your hands towards your feet. Feeling strength in the arms. A nice soft bend in the knees. Turn the head to say yes and no here. And then on the inhale, we roll up slowly, just giving nice, good, mindful care to our spine. And come up, again, shake it out. Roll shoulders here as they start to get warm, walking in and out to that plank. Let's take the arms overhead, breathe in. Little half sun salutation here. Exhale, forward fold. We lift up halfway. Now we're looking to synchronize breath with movement. Exhale, fold. So I always want you to start the breath before the move and then let it all come together. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Big breath. Little back bend at the top, press palms together. Exhale, hands right to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, reach your chest forward, soft bend in the knees, take your time to fold. Again, let's go out to our plank pose. If it feels good, I want you to just keep those knees off the ground. And then exhale, come down just halfway to chaturanga, shoulders to elbow height. Exhale, press up. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, come on down. Breathe out, come up. Now go ahead and come halfway or all the way down. We're gonna go up into our cobra or up dog. Opening up the chest, draw your shoulders back. And then exhale again, downward dog or child's pose. You get 3 breaths here. You should be feeling warm in the upper body, strong in the rest of the body. Take one more breath here. And then on the in-breath, walk your hands towards your feet, forward fold. Reverse swan dive, let's rise all the way up. Little back bend, exhale, hands to the heart. Give yourself just a moment here to pause. Your feet are pressing down, your head is lifting up. Feel the foundation of your feet. Let's kind of lift those toes off your mat, spread the toes, and then let them come down nice and wide. Feel the whole foot pressing down, all 4 corners of each of your feet. And then you get a little lift of the kneecaps, a little squeeze of the backside. Your belly button draws in and up, and then your shoulders draw back and down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, slow forward fold, lengthening the spine and legs. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way, and then float right up into cobra or up dog. Shoulders back. And then shift back to your downward dog. We're gonna bend the knees softly and step your left foot forward. Low lunge. Back knee down. Arms come up. Let's hook your thumbs, just like this. Hook the thumbs, draw the shoulders back, open up your chest. And I want you to lift up through the heart as you squeeze your glutes. Feel that beautiful hip flexor stretch right there on the right. Now take the hands behind, interlace, stretch the knuckles down the back leg. Lots of opening for the front of the body. Let's bring the hands down, frame the foot. I have all the animals visiting in the backyard this morning. Sit back, straighten the front leg. Little hamstring stretch. Now give yourself a little movement side to side here. Ultimately, I want you to draw the left hip back, right hip forward so you feel that good stretch right in the center of the leg. Slow it down, take a deep breath in the nose. Good breath out as you reach your heart towards your toes. Maybe tuck the chin so your neck is long. And then we're gonna bend into the knee in front of you. Plant your hands, step back, downward dog. Belly pulls in to get you there nice and controlled. On the inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower smoothly, take your time. Come up to cobra or up dog, shoulders back. And then exhale, downward dog. Let's do the other side. Little bend in the knees, right foot steps forward, lunge. Take your time. If it takes a second to get there, don't worry about it. Just go at your own pace. And then when you're ready, arms come overhead. We're gonna, again, hook those thumbs, draw the shoulders back. Open up your left hip flexor here. So feel strength in your back body as those shoulders kind of fall behind you. And then you lift up through the center of your heart. Create some space in the low back. And then again, hands behind you, interlace. Stretch the knuckles back. We'll bring our hands down, frame the foot, and then exhale, sit back, hamstring stretch. Good breath in and out. And then bend into the knee. Take your time getting yourself to down dog. You can rest in down dog or child's pose or take another flow with me on the inhale. Come forward to your upward position of push-up, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, feel the front of the body open, the back body strong. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. 2 breaths here. This is your neutral space. So with all that movement and get the heart rate up and you kind of might start shortening your breath. So this is where I want you to lengthen the breath again. A good breath in the nose and out. And then when you're ready, again, walk your hands to the back of the mat. Forward fold. Breathe out. Come up halfway, lengthen spine. Exhale and fold. Let's bend the knees softly, rise all the way up. I like to press into those feet underneath and then lift up through the chest nice and strong, shoulders back. And then exhale, hands right next to you. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Palms face forward, you're in mountain pose. If you look down at your feet, I want your second toes to face forward. If you were to bend your knees, they would go straight over the toes, and that's your correct anatomical alignment. The ankles underneath the knees, knees under hips, hips under shoulders, and then your ear, it's right over your shoulders here. So if you're working on that, just draw your shoulders back and keep practicing pulling belly in and up so you lift up through the heart. Let's take the arms overhead again. Breathe in, interlace your fingers, point the first finger, and again, go to that side movement. Inhale, center. Feeling really strong here. Exhale, left. Now let's come up a little gentler. Let right hand to the side. Oh, get that big stretch, and you're going to feel that probably right outside of your hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, arms way overhead, little back bend. Exhaling slowly, soft bend in the knees as we fold, strong through your middle. Let's walk the hands to plank. Knees down or not. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Shoulders back, heart opens. Exhale, down dog. Ready to bend the knees, take your right foot forward. Release your left heel to the ground. Now come up with me right into warrior 2. You're gonna bend your right knee so that it's pressing out towards the pinky toe. Arms are out right at shoulder height. Draw your shoulders down and then look right over your front fingertips. So underneath you, your tailbone is squeezing, your hips are square, your belly is pulled in. We've got a nice long low back, open chest. Very nice. Now let's reverse this. Reverse warrior, back hand down, top arm lifts. Breathe into your right ribs here. Sink into your front hip. Deep breath in and out of the nose. Feel the strength of your legs. And then bring your top arm down to your front knee, side angle, back arm over the ear. Rotate and open up to the sky. Let's take that top hand behind you. The back of your hand rests at your low back. So you draw the shoulder down, get all the space, maybe even feel some stretch in the front of your left hip flexor. Let's take the arm back up into your side angle, and then we'll reverse this all over again. Reverse warrior, front arm lifts. We come into trying to give it away, right into warrior two. I'm on my way to triangle pose with you. Let's go. Front arm, front leg straightens, reach really long, and then your hand can come to your shin or right there in front of the leg, top arm is up. What I want you to do is make sure your shoulders stay over this front leg. You don't want to dip in here because then you don't get all the benefit of strength and alignment of your core. So make sure you've got that good alignment from wrist to wrist. And then you're going to take your gaze either up to the sky or down to the floor, just wherever feels good for your neck. Take one more breath here. Feel both feet pressing down. We're going to reach up through your top hand, come all the way up, hands to hips, turn all your toes this direction, and now forward fold. So we're in symmetry. Breathe out just in case you were holding the breath. And then you're just going to little bend in each knee. Just get a little inner thigh stretch. Come up halfway, leaving your left hand on the ground, and then take your right arm up. Twist, reaching long from tailbone to the top of the head. You've got long lines in all directions here, right across the chest and down the legs. Feel those inner thighs rotating back, and then bring your hand down and forward fold. Come up halfway, just lengthen one more time. Breathe out and fold. Let's walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Step back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, elbows are in nice and close. And then inhale, let your chest lift. When you're ready, you go to a child's pose or down dog. We're going to take 3 breaths. And again, this is where you find that neutral space. You slow down the breath, maybe just reflecting on the movement. But then you let it go. Just become present in your child's pose or down dog, whatever resting pose you're taking here. Feel the breath come all the way in. Allow the breath to go all the way out. When you're ready, walk your hands to the back of the mat, forward fold. Breathe out. Feel your legs nice and strong and long. Little bend in the knees, reverse swan dive, let's rise. Big breath, reach up through the fingertips, tiny back bend here. Exhale, hands right next to you. Mountain pose, shoulders back. Close the eyes here and just feel your whole body. Feet pressing down, top of the head lifting up. Now as you breathe out, relax your face and shoulders. Take a moment to just give your body gratitude. Give yourself a little gratitude for taking some time on your mat. Being so thankful your body can move in all these ways. Let's take the arms overhead, breathe in. Exhale, slow it down, forward fold. Feel the length. Walk the hands out to plank. Lower easy, breathe out. Inhale, lift up, shoulders back. Exhaling, down dog. Ready for our other side now. So little bend in the knees. You're going to step your left foot forward. Release your back heel. And now come up to your warrior two. So your arms are out nice and long. Shoulders are down. You're pressing that knee out towards the pinky toe. I want you to feel strength in that front leg. Your back leg is also really strong. So press down through the outside of the foot. Making sure the hips are level. So if you're kind of tilted a little bit, I want you to move that knee forward. That's going to level off your hips. Tailbone is squeezing under you. And now we'll reverse this. Back hand down, front arm up. Breathe into your left ribs here. You're strengthening your legs. Your pose is nice and still, but your breath is still flowing. Let's come to your side angle. Front elbow down, back arm over the ear. Feel that long line from the outside of your back foot to your fingertips. Wrap your top arm behind you, giving that shoulder a little space. If you like to, you can come into a bind here. So you can either tuck your hand onto your leg or even bring the hand underneath. Your fingers come together, but only if that works for you. If that sacrifices the breath and you feel like you're holding your breath, let that go. Let's come again to our side angle, and we reverse all the movement. Reverse warrior, front arm lifts. Those legs are really strong. Warrior two, arms out. Now straighten the leg. Reach out long, bring the hand down. Take that top arm up. Now the reason I like this sequence is you're holding that leg in your warrior two, your side angle, and your reverse warrior. The whole time it was contracted, an isometric contraction. Now it's happy to lengthen. Feel this leg plugging into your torso here. Feel that inner thigh getting a good stretch. And then you're going to reach up through your top hand, come back up, hands to hips, turn all your toes. You're going to forward fold. I'm going to face you. Go ahead, forward fold. Breathe out. And then just give your knees a little bend, and you're just going to sway side to side a little bit. Your whole body is nice and strong. Now we'll come up halfway. This time the right hand plants right underneath the nose. You're up long, tailbone is back, and then twist, lifting your left arm. Draw the belly in, and feel length from tailbone to the top of the head. Let's bring the hand down and forward fold. Little bend in your knees this time. We're going to roll up slowly. Go ahead and turn your toes out, and then bend your knees. Your arms are going to rest inside of your thighs. Just kind of move side to side again. Just a nice space to let your back relax. Then walk your hands again to the top of your mat. Step back into your down dog. You can rest here or take one more flow with me. Inhale, come forward plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale up, shoulders back. And then back, everybody, right into child's pose. Knees apart, big toes together. Breathe out. You'll rest your forehead there. Soften your elbows. And when you're ready, let's walk your hands up. Go ahead and come through sitting. And you're going to carefully make your way all the way to your back. So take your time there. As you come to your back, hug your knees in. All those muscles of the legs that were just supporting you, we're going to give them a nice stretch. Just give yourself a little rock side to side. Let's take your right ankle onto your left knee, hands behind your left thigh, pull everything in. Breathe into those large muscles. Outer hip, outer thigh, and just let the body settle. Your breath is slowing. Your heart rate is slowing. As you breathe in, feel all the oxygen coming into the muscles. And as you exhale, release any effort here. Don't force the stretch. Just be really kind to your body. Your warm muscles and joints are happy to give you a little space here. I like to rock side to side here. And then you're going to let your left leg go down. Your right knee comes into your chest, and just move the knee side to side. Eventually take the leg all the way across to a lying twist, nice intense twist. Take the right arm out, look over your right shoulder, breathe into your right ribs here. Come back into center, give that leg a hug. Now let's bring the left ankle to the knee, hands behind the right thigh, pull everything in, stretch into the outside of your left hip now. Go nice and easy, there's no reason to push further than the edge of that stretch. Just feel that little bit of intensity. Flex your left ankle, that way your knee is in good alignment. Slow, deep breaths. Then let the right leg go down, left knee into your chest. Move the leg kind of side to side, stretching into the large muscles here. And then we'll take the leg all the way across, intense twist. You're working the knee towards the mat or floor, and then you reach out through your left arm, palm is up. Take a deep breath into your ribs. And as you exhale, just feel the body just kind of settle, melting into your twist. Bring your knees back into your chest. Say thank you to your legs. And then let's just come down to Shavasana. Take the legs out. Settle. You lift your chest and place it back down. You lift your backside and let it come back down, just settling everything. Arms out to the side, toes out. Breathe all the way into the soles of your feet here. And then breathe out, relax. Just allow the belly to rise and fall with your breath without any effort. Give yourself this time to just rest in stillness. Let go of any distracting thoughts or sounds. Relax all the muscles of your face. Now let's let your legs be heavy. Your belly soft. Your chest open. Your arms out long. As you breathe in, notice where the breath goes without any effort or control over the breath. Just be a witness to your breath here. Keeping your attention on you and your breath. Feel the inhale come in and fill you up. And then the exhale goes out long, relaxing you. Letting this practice bring balance in and out of the practice, on and off the mat. On that next in-breath, allow the belly to rise. And as you exhale, just allow your body to soften. When you're ready, you can just gently take yourself over to your side, taking your time and coming up to your seat on your own time. Feel free to keep your eyes closed here. And as you come up to sitting, draw your shoulders back, lift up through your chest. Give yourself a soft smile. Breathe in. And then breathe out with ease. Knowing that you've done something so good for your body, whether you come back to this practice many times or just every once in a while. Your body's so thankful for you to spend time breathing fully, moving in all the ways. Let's turn your palms up with gratitude to you and your practice. Your hands come to your heart. May all beings everywhere be peaceful and joyful. I hope you have a great week. Namaste.